Guest Mob, what up? So I wanted to talk about something real quick today. Charlie decided to once again go after his family. And you can tell that he was really trying to, get a response or a rise out of somebody in the family. He pretty much once again blamed all his problems on everyone else. And yesterday Michael had it. And he went on Twitter and he posted a response to Charlie. His last response on this situation. And I want to read that to you guys real quick. And then I also want to give my response to Michael. So, Michael wrote, "My brother is fishing for a response from me today, so I'm going to give it and then move on from him forever because he's out of my life completely. He wants to know why I chose Isaac over him. It's because Isaac didn't give my nephews drugs, hit my girlfriend in the face, harass our father. Isaac didn't post lies about us on Facebook and text me saying to shut the fuck up because I caused all his problems, laughing my fucking ass off. No accountability. I took your calls when you were alone. I tried to be your sponsor. I sent you money for your child that you spent on drugs. I took you into my home, tried to find you a place to go before you were homeless, and it was never appreciated. You're selfish, you only care about yourself, and you still think you're Kurt Cobain enough to take down my channel with a video. Sorry, Charlie, your viewers aren't blind. They see the real you, and they see what you've done to Bridget, your father, and your sisters. While your dad sits in a hospital bed, you wonder how you can use it in your videos for some clickbait, the definition of a total zero. So why did I choose Isaac over you? It's because he's more like a brother than you ever were. I can't help you anymore, and I won't. One day he's going to wake up and see he lost his daughter, his family, his fans, and most of his friends in less than 6 months. Kids don't do drugs. When you find a friend who always got your back, don't turn on them for a family member that never will. Moving on. After this, don't send me any of his replies, messages, anything. I have no desire to speak to him again. He doesn't want help, and to be honest, I don't care if he gets it anymore. But I will say this, if you sub to him, please do not sub to me." So, that was Michael's response. Hell of a mic drop. Hell of a mic drop. Now, let me give my response to Michael. Michael, we've known each other for over 12 years. We met, e-fedding, e-federations, role-playing, a wrestling game online. You were a graphics designer. And I didn't like you because you were part of a rival e-fed. As silly as that sounds now. You were part of a rival e-fed, and I didn't like you. And, we feuded. We didn't like each other. I was always trying to hack you, using programs to boot you off AIM, and just do all types of stuff. And somehow, through all of that, we became friends. One day I asked you if you can make me a layout because you were good at graphic designing. And I know you were probably thinking, is he fucking serious? We hate each other. And, you said to me, after all you did, and I was like, well, I just want to see what you got. If it's good enough, man, I'll call it even. And you made me a little something. It was awesome. And we just started talking about wrestling at that point. And it was, it was almost like we let all of, the feud stuff and, all that go. We became friends. and we would talk daily. We would talk daily about wrestling and, you know, just funny stuff, jokes back and forth, you know, numerous different things. And you became a good friend. We grew up together, really, if you think about it. You know, we were teenagers when we met. And, you know, then we got older. You know, you met Bridget. I met Nicole. You know, you started posting videos on break.com. And that was the start of it all. You know, me and Nicole got married. Your YouTube started to gain traction once you started it. And, you know, you started to, you know, to really be able to find something that you could really sink your teeth into. And I was proud of you. I was proud of you not because it happened, but I was proud of you because if there's anybody that deserves it, it's you. If there's anybody that you know, fully deserves everything that has come your way, it's you and your family. And, you know, I got married, had kids, you and Bridget, steady relationship that is unbreakable. I mean, you guys are practically married at this point. I think by law you guys are married anyway. And your YouTube took off. And I was more proud of you than anything. Still proud of all the accomplishments that you continue to have. We would argue over the dumbest things. You know, and they weren't even arguments. They were more like just us going back and forth on wrestling and why The Rock is better than this person and who's the best wrestler of all time and who's going to have the better career, Damian Sandow or Bray Wyatt. And you have helped my family out more than I can imagine. And if I ever had the means, I would do that for you in a heartbeat. You have been there for me through darkest of times. You know, you have been one of the main people, with, you know, really between you and Nicole. You have been one of the main people that I can say I'm always going to remember forever. You know, we've only met once, but even when we met, you can tell that we knew each other for as long as we did. You've always been there. You've always been there. At any time I need something, you're there. And you know, anytime you need something, I'm there. And we went from friends to close friends to best friends to brothers. I consider you family. I consider you my brother. And you know, I will always have your back. I will always have your back no matter what. And I know that in return, you would do the same. I appreciate you and everything that you have done for me and my family. Even when you didn't have to, and even when you couldn't, you have found ways to help me during hard times. and I appreciate that. You know, when I was fired from Alpine Access for leaving work because my wife was having a miscarriage, you and your dad were there, and you helped me. You guys were there. You know, you let people know what was going on. You know, we caused them some hell. We caused them hell. And after they sold the company 9 months later, you know, the lawsuit began, and I won. And it was only because so many people knew about it. It was only because you took a step back and you used the platform that you had to help someone in need, to help me. And you did not only even help me, but you helped a lot of people, because it was a class action lawsuit, and that lawsuit never would have happened if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for your dad. That lawsuit would have never happened. So I really appreciate you. And you will never have to worry about me turning on you. You will never have to worry about me switching up. You will never have to worry about me being out of character when it comes to you. You will never have to worry about me talking behind your back. Although I do say jokes about you dancing to Taylor Swift. Yeah, I do. I do say, honestly, we in this house, it's called the Michael dance. When we hear Taylor Swift and, you know, somebody starts pop locking and dropping it, it's called the Michael dance. So, you know, okay, that might be the only one. But aside from that, like, you know, me and you never, you know, we aren't the mushy type, me and you. But you know you my nigga, all right? You know that you my white chocolate. And, you know I always got your back. I always got your back. You're a brother, and I appreciate you. My family appreciates you. And, all I can say is, you know, they say that sometimes, you know, blood doesn't mean family. And you have showed that to me. And, you know, it looks like that door is swinging both ways, because you have blood right now that you can't call family. But I want to let you know that even though you have a person that you can't call family, who should have been an older brother, who should have been, you know, I mean, a close friend, a close brother, you know, someone that you can always look to talk to, you know, your family. Even though you don't have that in this person, I want to let you know that you will always have that with me. And with what I'm about to say, don't try to make me say this again. All right? This is going to be said one time. All right? And then it's never going to happen. So don't text me, all right, or whatever, and make me say this shit again. But as my best friend and as my brother, real talk, my nigga, I love you. And I appreciate you. And I thank you for being, you know, the best friend that I ever had next to my wife. Honestly, you and her are like number one and number two. Obviously, she's number one. I'm sorry, but or maybe you guys can fight over the number one position. I don't know. Like, I don't know how that works. I don't know. But thank you for everything, and don't let them get to you. It's not worth it. You always have me as a brother. Peace.